All in the rest. Watch how I flip. Watch how I whip. I'm in the whip. All in the rest. I never switch.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the... The 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Go, go. This is Pittsburgh.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Jim. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Kill. Check.
Here's Geis. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Alert 3.
Now Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Eagles.
Go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Wentz. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Haskins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
Well, how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over Multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Bravo! 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Working from the gun. Wentz got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. To throw is Wentz. Going to throw right side here. Complete. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A first down carry for Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Empty. Top dog. Let's find 7. Switch. Jordy. Wait, good.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spoil the play before he gets there.
And he's got his man, Hilton. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Go. 20. Sunday.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Wentz. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Now a play fake. Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check 13. Check 13. Check. Hey, check 20. Check 24.
They start on the ground with Geis, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a run with Geis. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Go. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 9, check 9.
Geis. And some space here. A big play there out of Geis. 44 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Check 31. Hey, switch gears. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 34-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check 43. Say. Back.
Out of the gun, Geis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Check 15, check.
Here's Love. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Safety's creeping.
Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Check, ready. Go to base. Check 56. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check 52. Out. Wheel, 10. Under 10. 10.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Geis. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Okay, Betty, I see you. Set back, number 10 on it. 10 on it. You. Switch. Check.
Third down, here's Geis. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. He's coming. Go. He's coming. Double up. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Watch the second.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's a terrific return here, as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision, because they do have the final call now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
No. Hey, wahoo!
A final shot before half for Wentz. Going up top. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game. And I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even, They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throwing now is Wentz. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, back up. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. So don't say nothing. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Show it. Lean 5-3. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him a gain of 38. To throw, it's Wentz.
Well, that one hurts defensively.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. 20, 10, and he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Redskins 14, Eagles 7.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Haskins to throw. Able to find his running back, Geis. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I don't even know why this team's showing.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wentz now to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, 87 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't 46 down, man, 5-4. Don't get nervous. Hey, orbit.
Wentz. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Guy's showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Shotgun handoff down to Geis. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
On second down, it's Love. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Mike, 56, Mike, 56. Better bring.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock.
Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. They had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. On play action, Wentz. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do, D.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? In his own end zone, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Check three. Check four.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
That doesn't help indeed. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. From the 31, Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
I know you feel that.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check 9, check 9. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Here's Wentz to throw. Eluding the pressure right. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Check 43. Safe. Back. Rip.
Again, it's Wentz. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Wentz now on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz, he's going to let it. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date.